She like, boy, go find someone you love.
Is this 4 Bats?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fire.
You just signed to
Dallas.
OVO.
Yeah, he just signed OVO for an EP.
I like him. At first, I thought it was a chick. No disrespect.
No,
like
no.
he,
the
voice.
effect on the voice.
Yeah.
Oh, is that an effect?
Yeah,
That's an effect?
I think so. Like I think he's singing softly, and then they just over tweak the.
Wild.
Yeah, he's dope, man.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
dope
him.
though.
You know, it's a really good album that I really slept on for a little bit. Look you.
Oh my gosh, I just listened to that. I just
on.
listened to that.
It's so mature.
So mature, man.
It's like-
no, it's beautiful.
He made his money. He has children.
Yeah.
His debts are paid. He's
Yeah,
relaxed.
yeah. He goes off on this. It's different. Like it's a different listen. Like he's flowing different. He's not just. It's just a. Oh no, it's a beautiful.
When
body
did
of
this
work.
album drop?
Just-
a week or two.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Fairly new.
Lil G-Wagon, that Tesla cheap. Thank God for me. All my niggas gon' slide for me. All my niggas gon'
I gotta check it out.
Nigga go to hell, you ain't fed. The white bitch do what I said. You rap niggas stay on your
Yeah, the switches are crazy too.
Coming out
Nah,
fair.
he goes in.
My neck piece looking like pears. The Maybach me and her married. I look down, nigga, that's scared. The rat tells me to get buried. Hanging on to it now barely. Move
All right, let's bring it in, baby.
Welcome to another episode of Steady Mobbin podcast. This is my favorite part.
This is episode 553.
553.
It's sorry, episode 553.
Are we sure?
I'm pretty sure it's 553.
Okay. Well, it's a lot of episodes. Anyways, we have a special guest in the building.
Tell 'em.
Someone I am proud to call a friend. Yes, sir. I've known this person, dare I say, 17 years.
Was he an OG to you but when you met him?
What?
He
Was I an OG?
This guy said, "Was he an OG?"
Where's the womp womp womp? Press the womp womp womp. Okay. Anyways, this man ruined my intro for my friend. He is Orton Park's finest,
Yes.
Prince of the North, an OG,
building.
a musical talent,
yeah.
amazing rapper, singer,
Yes,
the
yes.
total package.
All day.
Make some noise for Luu Breeze.
Holla at your boy.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
It is
Thank
so
you, man.
great to finally have you here, man.
Man, it's so good to be here. Thank you guys for
How
having
you
me.
doing? How you feeling?
Blessed, brother.
Yeah?
Blessed. I can't complain. You know,
Yeah.
another day above ground is a good one. So
Absolutely.
just happy to be here, man.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here with the boys.
Yo, I lived like 3 minutes from you. But this is like between 2006 and 2009. I lived on Galloway.
Oh yeah. That's
like
right
3
across
minutes
the
away.
bridge.
Yeah.
It's right across the bridge. But I was already moved from Orton Park at that time, but still,
Yeah,
still.
it was pretty much though. But Scarborough has a certain vibe.
I said it. You know, I went to my nephew's ball game, and it was actually at was it George Brown? And it was the first. I think it was George Brown. No, Centennial. Centennial, and just to be, that was my first time back in Scarborough in a long time, and just to see like the youth now from Scarborough, like just to feel,
Yeah.
it, oh man, I love that.
Yes.
I get, like, I see, like, if you know, like, when I go to the West End, I could tell, oh, the West End, like, they dress a certain way.
Yeah.
It's a certain, when I go to the East, and I was in that atmosphere, it was like, this is Scarborough.
Crisp. It was crisp.
Crisp.
Yeah.
Crisp.
Everybody's fresh. It's like Harlem of New York.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm of Toronto, basically.
No, but that's why I said, I feel like in Scarborough, like Orton Park, Galloway, they're like the, they're like.
It's like Harlem, bro. It's like everybody's fresh.
Do you think that Galloway's Harlem? I would say like what Melbourne to me would be like, because like there's different boroughs.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
so it's like
yeah.
there's somebody's got to be the Brooklyn.
Yeah.
There's got to be the
That would be
the
Melbourne,
Bronx. That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think who would be.
What do you say?
I feel like Melbourne was more. It's more like Washington Heights.
You know what? Maybe. Oh, that's actually good. That's actually good.
Because it's right beside. It's right beside Galloway. So I mean, it's like not right beside, but it's like.
But it's
down
got to
the
be
street.
somewhere because Melbourne and Galloway have never gotten along.
No.
So it's got to be something that. So if
Yeah, it'd be Bronx.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, but definitely I think Harlem might be.
How would you guys describe the Scarborough shorties?
I think they're way better than the rest of the people, the girls in Toronto, GTA.
Scarborough girls are
They're
pretty
exotic.
fire. But I will say this:
Are they better than the Mississauga girls?
Oh my god,
No,
That's what I thought.
Mississauga is a different game.
Mississauga. I'm not gonna lie. I used to travel to Mississauga for the gal. I'm not even gonna lie. The light skinned girls over there are top tier.
Yeah.
Mississauga,
Yeah.
top tier girls.
What are you saying?
You know what? I haven't spent a lot of time in Mississauga. I didn't really need to spend a lot of time in Mississauga.
Yeah.
I stayed in Toronto, but I feel like Scarborough was like, you know, the West End is like, there's nobody out there.
You know what Scarborough has? A lot of the Filipino girls are very fire. Filipino girls are fire. But like I said, though, Mississauga got the light skin
With the
girls
hoop ears,
on.
back in the day. Yeah. I love that show. And they used to tie their hair on top like that.
Yeah.
And the puffy jackets, they're all pregnant and have like 3 kids now. And all.
Oh my gosh. And then 22, 3 kids.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mash up.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can be my witness here. Was Sunrise fire at some point? It
had a point.
Come on.
It had a point.
It was good.
But just like, but this is what I'm saying.
When it had the drive-through, right?
Yes, when they had the drive-through.
Okay.
But this is the problem.
13
When
years
these things
ago.
franchise, when they really get too big, so sometimes
It's
the
true.
doom for these places. Even Osmos, bro. The first Osmos I went to was in Mississauga. I remember this. It was the first Osmos. Fire. Now Osmos.
Yeah.
They use anyways.
Bro, thank you. I already know what you're gonna say, and they've switched it up because now they're bigger. They branched out their franchise. They're friggin' partnered with the Raptors, bro.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Holla at us. We'll make you better.
And you see a lot of
Yes, like
Indians
that.
running Sunrise franchises now. No disrespect to the Indians,
Are
but
they really?
I'll see a lot of it in Brampton. Yeah, a lot of Indians, a lot of Hindus serving oxtail. It's kind of a weird combination, and I'm just like, yo,
I'm gonna be honest.
The oxtail's not supposed to be maroon, yo. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they don't put butter beans in there no more.
Yo,
They don't put lima beans in there.
Oh my gosh! There's only one type of hands
was
aside
butter
from a
chicken
Jamaican
oxtail?
hand. There's only one set of hands aside from Jamaican hands that I trust with West Indian food, and it's Chinese. I trust them.
Chinese Jamaican or
Chinese Jamaican. Like
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
trust
Jamaican,
them.
yeah,
with,
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
With an establishment that serves West Indian food, I trust a Chinese person behind the cash, behind in the kitchen.
Well, you know, Alwyn's is owned by Chinese. Alwyn's.
Yes. That
Chinese
is true.
Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you walk into any location in the city, you walk into Alwyn's, there's always a Chinese person behind the counter.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Let's get into music, man.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about it, man. You've had an amazing career, man.
Come on.
It's been all right, man.
What do you got happening right now, dog?
It's just, a lot of rebranding, a lot of working on some new stuff to just kind of bring a new flavor to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to evolve. I like to really do better than my last song, single, project, all of that. So the stuff that I've been working on has been like years in the making, but really like as far as like the whole brand, and now I understand the business a lot better than
that's
I did when I
important.
was younger. And that's heavily important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't really get the business before. I just knew how to make music. So I had other people running the business part for me, and some of them weren't really equipped to do that. So a lot of my hindrance as an artist and consistency was the fact that I put my business in someone else's hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it really
There was a
kinda
dude that
made it
worked with
stagnant.
you back in the day. I forget his name. He was really quiet. He was a bigger guy, white dude.
Yeah, I'm not cool with that loser no more.
Okay.
Let's leave that at that. But I won't. I won't put his name out there. But
Yeah.
I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you.
But these are some of the things you have to go through when you
100%.
like there's gonna be some peaks, some valleys,
and like I'll be honest, that person that you're speaking of really believed in me at a time.
That's why I brought him up.
Yeah. So no discredit to who he was, but who he is now that's not it.
Okay.
But who he was, at the time, a lot of credit to him. Like he was running the stuff online really before like online was what it is now. Like he was the guy that knew how to really work on the computer and do that shit. Like, I was a street little nigga. Like I was just doing my thing. He was the guy running all of that, and he believed.
Got it.
He believed.
Got
so
it. Got it.
for that,
It's crazy. You mentioned he believed in me.
yeah.
You think that's the magic sauce for a rapper success or an artist success rather?
Yes.
People like a group
A circle
of people.
of belief.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was.
I see it all the time.
It was really what made me get up, like in the middle of the night and write, put a beat on in the headphones, right? Like it really, because I knew there was people that really were like, yo, we need you to do this. You know what I mean? So
you had a community.
I did.
Like, not even a community, because I feel like diminishing it, but you literally had like all of Toronto. Like,
No, all of Toronto.
I shot this guy's, I shot a couple music videos for you. Break him off.
Yes.
Middle Dundas Square. And man,
we had
like people came out, and I'm just like, yo, he's like, and they were all his cousins. It was crazy.
And when I said not all of Toronto, I meant all of Canada.
Yeah,
because I grew up in Ottawa. Right,
Oh,
so during my during the time that you were coming up,
I
was reading about you on Canada or Hip Hop Canada,
Hip Hop Canada,
and also Toronto rappers.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Toronto rappers.
I love those niggas. They always it was
Shout out to Toronto rappers.
They're always good to us.
rappers.
We want you guys pulled up too.
We want you on the podcast.
We've been asking
Show
you
your
guys like
face.
so many times. We've asked you guys so many times, but it's all good. It's all love.
Yeah,
but yes,
my people.
all I did was read about you.
Yeah, man.
And it was such a good thing because it was like yo. It was like representation because like we're finishing off of Carnell Fishel's
his run
and you were there and we're like oh shit, there's a young nigga who's getting co-signed by Ludacris,
all these,
you know what I mean,
so
and
many.
it was like whoa. So tell me about the Ludacris thing. Like, could you like
So I never met, but it was one of those things where there was just conversation between him, my people who were representing me at the time. They had come out to Toronto a few times, did a few like there's these like showcases and certain things that we were doing back then. I actually did one for Dipset at one time with shout out Big Apple, but
Big Apple too.
Shout out Big Apple.
We love him too. We love that nigga, man.
No, he really he put on for the streets, the young guys coming up. So I
So
tried.
labels would come out and there would be like
There's, like, little
showcases of Canadian talents just to see.
Yeah. And then sometimes even at like the Battle of the Beat Makers, there'd be
Oh, that's true.
people who came to watch or came to see so I was definitely mingling with the right people, and my name was getting into a lot of rooms. And there was a point in time where I met No ID, Kanye
Legend.
West.
Yep.
And
Legend.
this story was when I think about this, it's like so like heartbreaking in the sense because I was like I was this close to this man. I shook his hand. I was in his house with my guy who was representing me at the time, Mike, and what was the other fella's name? Max. I forget his last name, but Max. This guy Max that worked for Def Jam at the time. Max, is it Gross? Max? Anyways, he was at Def Jam. He got the meeting and everything happened in LA, and this was on the day before I'm leaving LA. This meeting happens. I bring my demo to No ID's house. I remember opening the door, walking in, and just this like hallway down to this big, like it's on the mountains are behind it. This big glass,
Amazing.
like a movie.
Yeah.
He's like, come down the basement. We go to the basement. He has a little studio section, whatever. We're in there, play him like 5 songs off of my EP that I was about to release or at the time, and he's just bobbing and he's listening. He's like, yo, this is one of the best. Like he said this, and it was like, yo, I left there like, yo, I'm on. Like I did it.
It's done.
It's done, because the way he was giving this energy was like, yo, Max, we're gonna talk about this. Don't bring him. Have you brought him to see anybody else? He's like, nah, not yet. You were the first one. He's like, bro, let me work with this. Bro, I left there. I should have stayed in LA. I left. I left it in, once again, I left it in the hands of the people who were, handling my shit at the time, and the shit just, I came back to Toronto, and bro, the shit just
We were talking about,
they signed Logic after that, by the way.
they signed Logic after that.
Logic
Damn,
got a
son.
deal like a few months after, and
Wow.
with No ID signed him.
Damn.
Logic, we want you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you think it's important for Canadian talent to leave Toronto
Yes.
in order to get to the next level?
Yeah,
And then the
because-
level after
And
that.
then the level after that,
Yeah.
because
But for how long did they stay out there?
Till shit pops, I
the
guess?
shit pops.
But once shit pops, like how long is like the time to come back? It's
It's
very
re-
seldomly, sorry to interrupt you, but very seldomly do I see these brothers that go out there, they stay in LA, And they become American citizens, quasi-American citizens.
You're gonna get a lot of pushback from this guy because this guy's like, pro Toronto, pro Canada. It's like, no, this guy loves Trudeau. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. But
He does. He's like, don't say that. Don't put that on
I'm
me.
the guy who's like, yo, leave here. Okay,
Yeah,
no, I know you. I'm,
the ceiling here is crazy.
It's
You
very,
have to
yeah.
bend over,
I totally
so you don't hit
understand
your
that.
head on the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
but I totally understand. And I'm also with going out there, making the guap, and bringing it back. That's what I'm.
Yeah,
That's what I'm about.
yeah. I mean, you can do that, but at the same time, you have to understand Canada has no love for urban and hip. I have to say,
Let's call it what it is for black people.
for black people, they don't.
It's intense.
They don't.
I mean,
They
shit.
don't. And I'll.
That's a TikTok clip right there.
They don't. They don't. So it's like it's sad but true. It's the culture in which America makes so much money off. Canada wants no parts of. So that like gangster drill, murders, you're not getting signed. If you have any baggage that comes with you like that, there is no label in Canada that's going to give you $2 million advance.
Yeah.
Not,
So these niggas are broke.
100%. 100%.
Do you think
Some of them are making money though off of like there's like some of them are actually, some of these young guys are
Streams?
making some at least a good 10 grand. You can make a little change off of the streaming, but
Do you think
that
the
can only go so
labels
far.
may see guys that are cut from that cloth as liabilities and
100%.
potential problems?
100%.
So if they did shows out here, that could be an issue.
Well, you also got to understand too. Some of
No, it's like, were you leaning in on me? I can feel your breath on me, dog.
Yo, this is a great episode.
This is
We're
beautiful.
all over the place.
In my personal space.
I'm so sorry. I was really attentive. I really want to hear what you had to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
You don't got to listen to that. You
He's
can
really
Oh,
into it.
my
I can
bad,
see
brother. My bad, brother.
He's really in. He's like,
Pause.
making me uncomfortable and shit.
Sorry, man. Pause.
Yeah. So they see them as like liabilities,
they're liabilities. And it's like you have to understand who's the guys working up in the A&Rs in these some of these spots. They're not guys who are from the streets or from Galloway or the hoods or whatever, that come from this background where they're like, yo, we got it. Where it's like in the States, there's guys who are running the A&Rs at Universal who are guys who came up with some of these, you know what I mean? Who come from these, environments who now have a position where they're like, and they'll go to those shows, they'll go to these studio sessions, and they're not scared to be in the mix with these people. Whereas the A&Rs over here, they're not going out of their, call me when the music's ready.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're
I
not
want you to look at the
checking.
camera real quick, brother, and say
Yeah.
we need more A&Rs and execs.
We need more black A&Rs and execs that come from the environments in which you are trying to sign these
Damn.
artists from, like yourself, like your boy. You
Wow.
need me up in these buildings. I guarantee you will see a lot of change in the music industry.
Stop
out here.
rapping. Get
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, facts.
Cardi has a position at Def Jam, right?
Who? Cardi.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
what's
actually
what's his
CEO.
title?
CEO. I think he's. Like,
I don't think it's CEO.
President. Sorry, he's president.
He's like president
He has
of.
I think he has a high.
Yeah,
He
he's
does.
president.
He's an exec. Love to have
For
you on the
Def
show,
Jam,
Cardi.
no? Def Jam.
Def Jam.
Yeah.
Love
They
to
just
pick
got
his
bought
brain.
out by Universal the other day.
Who did?
Def Jam.
They got bought out by Universal?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, see, a lot of, and that's another thing now is the tides are changing again, bro.
Yeah.
It's the label thing is slowly crushing, and artists are getting a little more hip to like, I could do this.
Myself.
You've spoken
It's
to
myself.
like a lot of labels, and you've probably heard a few conversations. Like, did you pick up any gems? What are some of the things that you heard like behind the scenes?
As far as
Far as just like anything in terms of what they're looking for an artist, or what they're not looking for in an artist. Was there anything that kind of crossed your path? And you're like, because the time I remember where you were talking to labels, was Drake on already, or
Drake had just like his run is starting.
His run was starting.
As Drake's run starting, like I said, he brought a lot more light to Canadian artists, and in that light, like I was coming up in that light of like,
Yes.
who else? And then there's whatever, and then,
Yes.
yeah. But that's the thing. Once again, so the U.S. is looking at Canada like, oh, you guys got another Drake?
Oh, there we go.
Because if you're coming out on some like, oh no, but I we got this guy who's like more like 21 Savage, or he's more like this person. They don't.
There
need
we go.
that.
That's the answer
They don't
I'm
need
looking
that.
for. Yeah.
They need if you have the Drake came in with the total package, sing, rap, has the look,
And he's an actor.
and he's an actor. anything other than that, they don't care to have you. Like if you're the next Young Jeezy from Scarborough, no, they don't care. Bye.
Wow.
Bye. We have like 18,000 of those. A guy from Memphis is coming up.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need the street rapper from Canada.
Yeah.
They don't care to have him.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. We have to create our own infrastructure within Canada.
I'm behind that.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But they need more folk like us who are, not scared to go and sit down with these kids and even direct them. Like, there's a lot of young folk. Like, bro, I talk to young guys like all the time, and they listen, bro. You need guys that these kids trust. They don't trust the guy with the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't trust that guy. You know what I'm saying? They don't trust that guy, bro.
And artists need to do more shows. Start getting out there.
Oh my gosh, do they ever?
Do
COVID
shows.
really messed that up.
It did. It did
COVID
mess
really
it up.
messed that up.
But now that things are back to normal, do
Yeah,
more
get
shows,
more shows.
go out to the small towns,
100%.
start laying the groundwork, you know,
Yep.
start building relationships. Yeah, man, because there's a lot of places in Canada that are starving for some sort of entertainment.
And they got a
action.
stage. And they got a stage.
And they got a stage. And if you're from Toronto and you go to, Smallville, Canada, it may be a town of maybe like 30,000 people, but you may be able to get 500, 600 people to that show.
That's it.
Because they haven't had a show since forever. So,
Yeah.
Facts. Go out there and do shows, man. Do shows.
100%. Yeah, lay the groundwork.
Didn't you work with Boy Wonder?
Yeah,
At some point.
Worked at some point.
What was that
I
situation?
was signed. So when I got on the Games album, in 20, I think it was 2011. I got on the Red album, and before that though, Boy Wonder had flown me out with a few other producers to just do some writing in LA. And once again, this is when that wave was going up. So Drake was on, Wonder was on, T Minus,
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. You know what I'm saying? And he invited me out and I just made a bunch of hooks and things. And one of the actual first like hooks that I did out there for Boy Wonder was one of the songs that got picked up by the game.
Okay.
Like, so it was like I did it in like 15 minutes. And then maybe a few months later, I get a call like, yo, the game picked that one.
Nice.
You're going to be on the album and like, it's going to be, no, it's like featuring you. It's not like you're a writer. No, it was featured. But the only thing that I felt was wrong with that was like the business of it, because like they spelled my name wrong. It was like Luu Breeze, 2 U's. So it was like, and then
So it's on the album with LU?
yeah, on the Red album. It's called the Red album. And in the credits, instead of it saying like, you're supposed to be your like government, the initial and then the last name. So like K Willis or whatever. It's like L Breeze. It wasn't like, it felt like very like, oh, we don't know this guy, so whatever. Rather than like,
You wrote the song.
like, yeah, I did the hook and it was like, so it was
That
whatever.
sucks.
Learning, once again, a learning experience, but at the same time, a blessing because
Do you feel like that was intentional?
I don't know.
I wonder if they do shit like that so that could be a loophole to not pay.
That could be probably it.
Spell your name wrong, and it's like if you try to claim it, it's like, no, you have different names. Yeah, it's similar,
Yeah.
but it's not the same name.
100%.
Am I tripping here?
No, you wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong to think like that. And
Because I hear a lot of stories about the music business.
and there's
that's-
that's what I'm saying. And now that I know what I know is like there's little things like that little thing of a name slip up, whatever, can cost somebody thousands of dollars in the sense of you
I
not
hope
getting.
that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
That's
I hope
crazy.
not too, but
And then to go through litigation, like that shit
Yeah.
ain't cheap.
Cheap.
You know what I
So,
mean?
yeah.
So it's like they know that like you're not gonna do much about it just because you can't afford it.
so
That's crazy, man.
Yes.
So you were not accurately credited on the Red album.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
all I know.
All I Know.
Yeah, it's like track 17 or something on the Red album,
Well,
which was his third, I believe his third or second album. The game.
Overall, was that like a good experience? Like the writing for
like,
other
once
people?
again, like that was even that time of hearing that I'm going to be on the album, seeing how like, even like people who got wind of that were treating me. Like it was like you could feel the like, oh yo, come do this interview. Oh, come do work with it. Like it was
They wanna
really
get on the
it was
bandwagon,
coming. The bandwagon was it was beautiful though. Oh, it was beautiful. Like, oh, we got it. Oh, everything's paid for. Don't worry, you're coming out. It was a fun. It was a fun time. I'm not gonna lie. But and then so when when Wonder brought me out there, I wasn't signed to him then. It's when I got that credit that he was like, yo, okay, let me maybe put this boy under the wing because he might be able to do something. But once I signed, it just never really took off.
Never took off.
Yeah, the way I expected it to.
Yeah.
So,
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out the why the rumor came up that you were signed to DDP Serving Peace.
I don't know why it came out that I was signed to them.
Literally, I could have sworn I read.
I know
heard
there
something
was
like
talks
that too.
of
Yeah.
but never signed to them. No, I never signed to them. But
Okay.
definitely was in chats.
Are you listening to much Canadian music nowadays? Are you
Some
Tapped
I
in.
like my boy Portion, who's also from Scarborough. I think he's representing the borough in a nice way. He's from Pittsfield.
Is he the white dude?
No, black
Okay.
Portion. Check him out. He's super dope. He's actually, I think he's signed to somebody out in this, I think signed to a label in the States, but I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that. But he's doing his thing. Portion. I been fucked with Pressa.
Yeah.
I like Doovie too. So
I feel like that.
Squash that.
that
Make it happen, guys.
The DVD era of Canadian hip hop was the best era for music. So I'm thinking 07 to maybe 2010, maybe a bit
Oh, and
earlier.
Rap Sheet.
2009.
I feel like the music was just
Bro,
really,
it's
really
different.
good. Guys were hungry. Lyrically, guys were just monsters.
It's a different world, man.
You led the way. Sosa led the way.
Sosa, shout out
Empire led the way.
That was a great time.
Empire.
There's just that era was just a great era. Do you have like a favorite time in your life musically? Like, what would that time period be?
It might be this time when me, Sosa, Sosa actually created it. It was Count Money Cartel.
Woo!
Yeah, man, we had some fun back then, man. Why not? Shout out, why not?
Shout out, Soundsmith.
Rebel. Soundsmith.
Yeah.
Tom
Mac.
Mason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, a lot of those guys. We had this. They had this one studio downtown on Jarvis, I believe it was.
The Lair.
But the Lair, bro.
Yeah.
So many stories at the Lair.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, getting lit. Shorty's coming through.
And you and you pulled a Tracy McGrady. You pulled a Tracy McGrady because he was on a team that was destined for the championship.
Yeah.
And he left.
Yeah.
He left because you wanted to do your own thing.
It was a real McGrady and Vince, like me and Sosa would.
And don't get me wrong, like you're a leader. Like you and Sosa are like you guys like are individually like bosses. You know what I mean? So I could understand it.
It was like a Martin Luther and Malcolm.
Yeah, pretty much.
You feel what I'm saying? It was like, yo, okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I gotta go lead the people over here.
And then it was Champagne Gang.
Champagne Gang.
And then
That
First
was a
Party.
family, First Party.
Yeah,
Champagne Gang,
yeah.
and then First Party. Me and Born. Shout out to my homie Born.
Yeah.
We started this thing where I linked up with him. I was liking what he was doing. He's from the West and he's from the Rex, so clicked up with him. And then we have a few other mutuals as well that are involved, and we just were like, yo, let's start something, of our own, and then First Party came about.
Yeah.
It was dope. But yeah, that's crazy comparison of the Tracy McGrady shit, because that's exactly
Yeah,
what it
you
was.
definitely pulled a McGrady. And I was heartbroken at the time, but I definitely understood it.
Yeah.
Was the downfall of that era the random shooting? The guy who was shooting, I forgot, mayhem. The guy. Was it like at that point? Was it like it's over kind of thing?
When you mean when the whole mayhem and
Yeah.
No, you know what? I don't know when I could say that it was over, but that was like
It was on CBC. Like
that shit was just a shock because of the fact of where a lot of people, especially in that era that we were in, held mayhem. And the view of
he was the guy when
the-
it came to the streets.
Yeah.
The Out Her shirts were
yeah, and he had that little
Global.
movement out here. Yeah.
He was
doing his thing.
crazy. So to see how things transpired.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was actually a scary time because I was like actually going to school during the time,
yeah.
and like you just can't be outside. Like it's like people are shooting random black people on the streets. You can't be outside. I was like,
It was a wild time, man. It was a
crazy.
wild time.
I mean, didn't a situation happen like that a couple of weeks ago? Some guy at a bus.
Finch.
Yeah, some guy at a bus stop.
Yo, I'm on Torontoology right now, and they're saying they think it's like a serial killer killing random people on the streets.
Really?
Yeah. Some random person just murking people on the stop.
Lock that guy up ASAP.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Public execution. How
If
about
you're
that?
killing innocent people at bus stops, you get no points for that.
No,
you get no points for that.
Not at all.
Yeah. Would you ever do an interview with Mayhem?
Probably.
Would you?
And nobody, I don't know if any, I mean, I seen that documentary. You see that documentary?
I saw the documentary.
That shit was like sad to see, just to see like.
It is sad.
Him in that, like.
Yeah, he's like a shell of himself. I guess he can't come back to Toronto because.
Problems.
Yeah.
Problems.
Yeah. So.
Where is he now?
Somewhere out east,
knows.
maybe. Like, nobody knows. Like, he's in Canada still, but somewhere out there with, like, mount goats and shit.
Oh, no. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate, man. But,
nigga probably got a farm. 6 chickens, 3 cows.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Live your life.
I just want to tell the youths, when it comes to, like, the street shit, and I understand that, a lot of you are a victim of your circumstance. You were born in it.
Yeah, it's true.
But the outcome is not in your favor.
No. The streets don't.
There's usually a couple of paths, and the paths we already know where they lead to. Mm-hmm. So if there's anything I could say to you is avoid it. Yeah. Avoid it at all costs. Yeah. Try to resist the temptation of getting involved in the shit. There is no glory in it. No. Going to prison, it's not cool.
No. That's we were talking about that. It's like one of the things that I can't stand with, like, our culture and just any man in general. Let's just put it that way. White, black, Mexican, don't matter. Just like to look at jail as a W it's like the biggest. Like, I don't know where it's the biggest L in life.
Certified L's everywhere.
But yet we praise it as if it is a W.
It's
not the
cool.
biggest L. Like, you're going in jail. Yeah. Your girl is going to get dug out by a next man.
No, it's true.
Maybe your boy. Maybe the same guy probably sending you.
I've done it. I've dug her out.
Like, it's inevitable.
You're a financial burden on your family.
Yeah.
You can't provide for your family.
Yep.
Depending on how much time you get, your kids, when you get out, probably won't recognize you.
There's another man raising your kids.
And they might be calling somebody else daddy.
Like that. Like, that's a knife in my...
Lord have mercy. My blood pressure.
And if you got a trap, get another cell phone, a pay-as-you-go cell phone,
and get off of live.
and don't drive cars if you got a trap. Take a bus or an Uber.
Like, guys are online. Guys are online doing this, like, just at the trap house.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
On Snapchat.
Like cops don't have access to IP addresses. Like, it's 2024. We're thinking like these cops are just stupid.
I know,
bro. They're on our.
I think they have a whole division dedicated to, like, being on
The Wire, like The Wire.
Yeah.
It's exactly like The Wire.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never seen one episode of The Wire, by the way. I'll tell you why.
You need to leave this podcast.
No, I'll tell you why. And it's
It's
serious response. I grew up in the projects in Ottawa, right? Yeah. And I don't want to be given our traumas right back to us. I'm running away from our traumas. I'm running away from the trauma. I don't want to sit there and be fascinated about another brother's trauma. I don't. I rather, when I watch TV, I want to be out of my trauma. I want to escape it.
I feel you.
I feel you. I want to escape it.
That's deep.
I don't want to, watch repurposed, rebranded trauma.
This guy was bragging about how much he loved freaking Menace to Society.
Oh, you wow.
And that convenience store scene. That convenience store scene with T-Dog or whatever.
That was actually pretty disturbing.
What you say about my mama?
That was a disturbing scene. That was a very disturbing scene.
Guy.
I thought it was a disturbing scene. That was a disturbing scene. But nonetheless, that's the reason why I don't watch it, because it's like why am I going to watch the drama?
I get it. I mean, that's a woke way. I mean, that is a great way of looking at shit.
Hey man, it's honest. It's honest, bro.
It's honest though.
Yeah.
But I did see the other one on the corner on BET. That's the only one I let in.
No. You got, if you're gonna watch anything, it's got to be The Wire.
The Wire is a masterpiece.
A masterpiece.
What I do like is Sopranos. I like watching white people be fucking
ratchet.
Yeah. That is hilarious. That shit is crazy.
Can we give it back to them?
Yeah.
Like, give the ratchetness back to here. Take it.
Take my dollars.
Yeah, take it. Like let's represent some real.
And you know what else is good?
Shit.
That's right.
Ozark.
That's right.
That's right.
Ozark is another great show.
Another white shirt place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, man. White people have been making some amazing crime shows because the creators of The Wire are white.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sopranos white. Ozark white. What other shows are there? The Corner was probably
Breaking Bad.
white. Breaking Bad is
Breaking
another
Bad's
one.
Another great one.
Yeah.
Give it to the whites.
Salute to the white people, man.
I want to see more black doctors and,
You guys
and principals and
That's what I'm saying.
judges and lawyers.
Yeah,
and,
man.
fuck that.
100%.
White people make amazing trauma ghetto films. Like, shit's dope, man.
Even the slave movies, I don't even watch slave movies either. It's like, why?
Yo, okay, can I tell you, those are really hard for me to watch. Now that you say that, because I really get like an anger of, man, because of how like powerful I know we are.
Yeah.
I hate seeing us in this light of weakness and fear. Like I dare a man to try to be like, yo, nigga, better come over here and like, nigga, what?
It's true. I watch Emancipation.
I get angry, especially when I started to call you. What's that one called? History.
American History X?
American History X.
Oh, when he curb stopped the brother? Yeah, that was a pretty fucked up. That one disturbed me. That one I couldn't sleep.
Like, fight back, nigga.
Yeah.
And he's screaming, don't do it.
Like, what? Bro, you're going to have to kill me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to dig out your eye. I might bite your arm off. Like, bro, come on, bro.
I'm telling
Like,
you.
don't do it, please.
At least for a week, I hate like white people, and then it's just like, when my daughter's around me because she's biracial, I almost punched her once. I was like,
See, my daughter's half Albanian, and if one thing I've learned now that I've been,
but Albanians are like a little spicy,
bro. What? They're like the white Jamaicans.
You're right. That's what I'm
They're
saying.
wild.
Yeah.
They're barbarians.
Yeah,
they're like they might even be worse than like they're some tough.
No, they're crazy.
People,
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to the women.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the women to the men. You
Yeah.
know,
They're like Spartans.
like real Spartans. Like
Yeah, yeah.
real and like my daughter's like grandfather is a top of top.
Yeah.
From there,
Mafia kind of thing.
Yeah.
top of top. So it's like I've been schooled on a lot of.
How's it being a father, man? You enjoying fatherhood?
Oh man, best gift
It
gift
is.
ever. I'm not even. I know it's like the cliche thing to say, but like when you really do appreciate being a parent, you really understand the blessings that are children. Like
Absolutely.
I love it. I wouldn't trade my daughter for. There's nothing.
And
I
the
wouldn't trade my
connection.
daughter for. Yeah, man.
Like father and daughter is. I mean, I only have a daughter, but I imagine if I had a boy, the connection that I have with my daughter just wouldn't. I don't know. I guess it's just different.
I'm scared now because I have a boy on the way.
Congrats!
I got a boy on the way, and it's like, man, I'm so excited, but I'm also scared because like my daughter's my first, obviously, and it's like we have a bond. She's like my little twin, but like my boy is like, that's my twin.
Do you think parents have a favorite child? I mean,
Mine switches all the time. I have two little girls.
so you do have a
So does it? Yeah, let me know. School me.
So I have a 6-year-old and I have a 3-year-old.
Okay, that's a good little age gap.
It is.
That's a great.
It
age
is. And so like honestly, it switches like every other day.
Really?
Like today, I like you more. I swear.
He's being honest. I need this
change
game.
your diapers yourself.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So my 6-year-old is now getting bullied in school because she has curly hair. She has curly hair, and we live in Richmond Hill, like up north. You know what I mean?
I've lived in Richmond Hill at one point, too.
Right, and she goes to a French school, so they don't. There's no. There's like 1 or 2 black kids in the school.
Yeah, bro. Yo,
And
fun
she's
fact.
always-
Hold on, to cut you off. Fun fact: I went to a French immersion school
Oh,
when we moved from Scarborough,
Oh wow.
and my mom tried everything in her power to like change. You guys aren't gonna be like, and she tried, and man, I learned French. I did. I could speak it fluent.
perfect.
But then I was just a terror to those people. Like the one black, like there was like 3 of us.
They don't know what to do with
They
you.
don't know what to do with you. But continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so
We'll
that's
get into
so
that after.
so. No, actually, let's elaborate on that. Actually, let's move away from my situation. But the whole idea of that they don't know what to do with the children is an actual thing.
But you know what? I saw Dr. Umar talking about this, and it made so much sense when it's like you send these kids, like a black kid or biracial kid, into a school with like white teachers, and they really just, and that's the thing, they give up on, like, as far as me, I could tell you they gave up on me in the sense of like, he's a little too hard to control. Put him in special ed. Not because I couldn't do the work, but it's because you just didn't know how to like deal with a black kid who comes from government housing. You know, is new to the area. Is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I needed a certain type of guidance, and it's especially because it's, you know, no knock to females, but it's like a female teacher, predominantly women teachers, and
they call it ESL back in the day. ESL is like a class of like 6-7 kids. And there's always one kid in the class eating his own shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're just like, they write you off. Like, he's a pain in the ass, so send him to this class.
But you admit that you were a terror too.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So I know, but I knew that when I apply myself, I can do great things. When I had the right leader guidance, I would follow. If it was there were some stern female teachers that I had that really put me in check. But that's what I'm saying. If I get the little timid one who's like, this is too much.
Like, je ne sais quoi, bitch.
Je ne sais pas. You know, like,
It's not really the timidness. It's also the actual program of the school.
It's
boring.
It's boring. Yeah. And even when I see my kids in school, like my daughter in school now, and she comes home with some of the things she worked on, I'm like,
that's stuff I did 30 years ago. What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
What are we doing here? Like, and because when I sit my daughter at home and she's in senior kindergarten and I'm sitting there going through math and, you know, trying to prepare for grade 1. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm doing this with you at home, but what are they doing with you at school? You guys are coloring and drawing with circles and like, come on, do some real shit with these kids. Like, prepare them. It's not too early, and it's, you know what I'm saying? There's kids who are 4 who are geniuses.
So it's like, thinking now.
When
schools matter.
Schools matter.
Man, I'm telling you, we're going to look back in like 30, 40 years, 50 years from now. They're going to be like, yo, the education system in the West, in Canada and America, but particularly to Canada, was crap. Shit.
100%.
They got to shift this whole thing. They got to like do something.
It's got to like.
But what are some things we can do as parents, right? So instead of depending on the school system, what are some things we can do? Like, because we acknowledge there's an issue there. What can we do now?
So we pay for a tutor.
Bingo.
We pay for a tutor.
Black tutor?
No, she's French.
Traitor.
Well, I couldn't find anybody up north.
Treasonous bastard.
And at the end of the night, at the end of the day, I'm not going to drive. You know what I mean? Like to Scarborough.
Nigga, drive to your people.
I'm sorry. I am tired as fuck. I am sorry.
Facts.
I'll find another way to help.
That's a step in the right direction. You got to put the right things around them. If you don't know, put somebody who knows. If you have spare time, like I said, there's so many things on YouTube to like really teach these kids. There's math, there's English, there's how to read. So it's like, yo, there's ways.
And there's cool ways of communicating with these kids and speaking on their level. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, you got to be creative too as a teacher. But I guess for some teachers, it's just like, you know, when it's a job and you're doing it day in, day out, you kind of lose that enthusiasm. You're just kind of like,
And they're being paid shit too.
And then how are you're telling somebody, here, come for pennies and deal with other people's kids. Yelling, screaming, not listening. I couldn't do it. You got to pay me top dollar to do that.
But what's top dollar nowadays? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy. It's all over the place. It's dependent on a lot of things, a lot of factors.
Yeah. When is your boy coming?
Ending of May, beginning of June. So
so Taurus, Gemini, Taurus. I'm excited for you, bro. Kids are a blessing.
Yeah, man.
Are you done having children?
I need more, man. I'm 35. I need more.
You need more?
I need more.
Really?
Why? I'm trying to get a boy, bro. I'm trying to get a boy.
See, and that's
I have 2 girls. I'm trying to get a boy.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. I said if I got another girl, I was gonna shoot up the club again for a boy. But I got the boy, and I'm like, yo, I might be good now. But I was on the same thing. If I got 2 girls, it was 100%. Like I told Shorty, like, don't even bother healing up.
Yeah. You good? Let's go again.
2 months in.
Don't bother healing up.
Hey, big head.
Hey, big head. What you doing?
Oh my God. Stitches flying all over the place. Holy. My God.
Yeah.
There's an African proverb that says, like, if you use tea tree oil and shea butter on your elbows for a week, you're going to get a boy. I read that somewhere. Don't ask me where. I just remember reading it somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do not look directly into his forearms. Okay.
Yes, master.
Throw them balls.
It's a whiteout.
Yo. Allow me, bro. That's wild.
You said you could do tic-tac-toe on the...
Yo.
Hopscotch. Let me create a fire in here.
Yo, stop it, bro. Stop. Yo. Yeah. I'm gonna look at the camera now and like probably gonna be a meme. Like,
we love you. And you know what? All seriousness, you know why I love this guy? He took a chance on me when nobody would. You know, all of this right here, it's him and Stewie, and I got to give him his credit, right? So this is gonna be documented again, right? Because, you know, I was going through a period where it's like, yo, what am I going to do with this social media thing? What's next? Yep. You know what I mean? And this man saw something in me and said, yo, come on board.
I love that.
And this is something that I got to let people know, especially when it comes to our people, because the narrative around our people is that we don't help each other. We don't support each other. And I love this man because he's literally cutting through that narrative. Yeah. So I got to give you your props, your flowers.
Thank you, brother.
And tell you that I love you. I love Stu. Good people too. Yeah. Always looking to lend a hand out to help.
You see that belief.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just somebody to believe.
Yeah. And because of that,
here we go.
Thank you.
We're gonna take this to the top.
To the max,
baby.
Let's do it.
To the max. So music videos. I always gotta give you credit for music videos. Because I remember doing your music videos. You sat on the editing sessions, very creative mind. And I think you were one of the first people I seen work with Zach Fax.
I definitely, listen, man. Shout out Zach Fax. Zach Fax. Good soul. This guy was a guerrilla style king in the sense of, you bring, just thinking about it. You bring this guy a coffee, you bring this guy a fucking coffee and a donut, and this nigga will give you a fucking classic like music. But you'll be on a
16-hour work shifts, like everything.
But you just make sure you can eat, and you know that he's well fed, and this guy delivers, and he definitely delivered for me.
What did you see in him at the time? Because, like, obviously you saw something in him, maybe that he didn't even see in himself, and to see how far he's taken it.
So, you know what? Bird, I'll give credit where it's due again. I always love to. Bird and Keys put me on to
Bird and Keys, yes.
Yeah, Bird put me on to Zach Fax, and he's like, yo, you got to work with this guy. He's crazy. I did one video. I linked up with Zach, and we both just hit it off. And he was just, he's a gem. He's a gem. And then to really watch, Tori then got a hold of him.
Oh, yeah.
And and he just made Tori look like a fucking
Tori
guy.
Tori did not let go.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, that before Tori was a guy, Zach Fax made Tori look like he was an artist who had a label behind him.
Yes.
Like
it's
he
true.
looked like he's on boats, jet skiing, and this aerial
crispy
view,
videos.
And I'm telling you, dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And Zach will deliver.
Yeah.
But the only thing, like Zach, you know, like I said, I love the guy. This guy is a workhorse. Like he will,
I believe,
like 40 hours just locked in front of a screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Zach, take a break. Take a break. It's okay, man.
Take a break, man. Legend.
You're solidified. Take a break, man.
100%.
He made him look like he was like 6'3". Yo,
I don't know if you could deliver that magic.
I met Tory Lanez a couple years ago. I met Tory Lanez in the beginning when he was touring every city in Canada.
Yeah.
And this guy came up to me, and he's 5'2". I think I said this.
He's not
before.
no 5'2". He's taller than that.
He's 5'4".
Maybe he grew now.
Maybe 4.
At that time, he was like 5'4", 5'3" to me.
He's
okay,
short, though,
yeah, you're tall, dude.
He came up to me, and he's like, I'm a rapper from Toronto. I'm like, all right, cool. And this is at the main mall in Ottawa, in Rideau. And he's like, I'm a rapper from Toronto. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, here's my mixtape. I'm like, okay, great. I don't have any cash on me, but I did have cash on me. But he looked me dead in the eyes. He's like, I'm going to be the biggest thing ever.
Wow.
And you know what? This is where I'll give credit to where it's due. Because Tori, that is the type of confidence like sometimes it could come off as arrogance. It could come off as, but when you really believe in yourself, that is the confidence you have to lead by. And I'll say that to say this. I didn't do that enough in the sense of when I'm in rooms with people that I should be saying, yo, this is what I do and I'm going to do this. And I didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
I was too humble.
That's true.
In that sense where it's like some people may have left that room not even knowing that I made music. And it could have been beneficial for me to have said, yo, da-da-da-da-da. And I watched even when in 2015, I lived in LA for like 5 months with, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Jacoy, artist Jacoy.
Yeah, I think I did.
Super dope. We were literally living in the same 1-bedroom apartment because we had a mutual friend and he just so happened to be trying to, we were living the LA dream. And every little house party we went to in the hills or whatever, this guy is like, yo guys, I want to play some of my music. And I'm watching this kid just like literally just take
over the room,
charge,
Yeah.
and letting everybody know that he makes music. And it got, I literally watched this kid like get a deal off of just
confidence.
Believing. Got to deal with Def Jam by the end of that summer, bro.
Yeah.
He manifested it. Yeah,
he manifested it. So it's like, and then you could take it as far as you want, as long as you believe in yourself.
Which is why I find it hard to believe he
I already said how I felt, so I'm just I'm gonna bow out of this conversation.
No, we're not, because we're gonna put you
before people put a bounty on my head.
Yo, do you think?
Don't get twisted. Like I love Tory, but what?
I don't think he shot that girl.
Oh God, here we go.
So then, what do you think happened? I'm saying this, and I don't even want to touch. Like I said, because we don't know. And it's such
this guy's gonna blame Jay-Z.
And there's a no, and there's a whole, like I said, I'm not going to speak on another man, especially he's doing time. He has a family, so I don't want to disrespect.
Sorry, man, I'm so sorry.
But for just an opinion of somebody who's read the situation, one man, if I could have told homie, don't talk on the fucking cop phone, the jail phone.
That's what sealed it for me.
That's where I kind of was like,
maybe he was on drugs at the time. We don't know that.
It does. Your fam, no. You just got to understand something. The place where he was coming from, you're on a jail line. You're sober as fuck, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're sober in that moment where you realize life is coming at you fucking fast. We're in in LA, okay, and you're like, yo, how can I? Yo, you guys are good. Like, okay, yeah, yo, is everything, bro? That fear that he was speaking from was real.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just a thing. My thing is, why would you have put yourself in
says that all
that
the time.
position?
He says it all the time.
To even be in, bro, that never would have, bro. Megan Thee Stallion is in your car. Kylie Jenner's house you're at, bro. I would have let Megan go. If Megan came back on some ghetto shit trying to be like what I've been like, yo, sorry, honey, you got to take it out there. I'm Kylie Jenner, bro.
Was hitting on him.
I'm not dropping that fucking bag for no girl. You could call me every name in the book. I am not pulling out a ting on a girl or in the vicinity of a female, bro. Just for to prove what? To prove what? I would have got out the car. Oh, you're going to start yelling? I'm not here for that.
Yeah, I would have dipped. I would have dipped.
The day I become famous and rich, I'm not even going to jaywalk. I want to enjoy this for as long as possible with no why them involved.
Brother.
I'm going to live to 120.
I heard
being the perfect citizen, being rich and famous. I ain't fucking that up.
This is it.
So you have that logic. Who's to say that the brother didn't have that logic?
See, you're trying to create a debate right now, and I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not doing it. I don't know.
You're not going to draw me in.
I can't speak for that situation, but
not doing it.
All I know is there's a bullet that went off. That's one. That's a fact. And whether it hit the girl, maybe hit the ground, broke some glass, whatever.
I'll say this. In the jail call, there's one other person that people said could have shot Meg. If you heard how Tory spoke to the alleged shooter, it doesn't make sense that she would be the shooter.
So here's my thing.
That's it.
Should we talk about it? I don't. You know what? Let's move on.
No. I feel like it's 4:30.
Greening pastures. We're good. We have a couple more minutes. Greening pastures.
Okay. Oh, top 5.
No. Hold on. I want to hear your top before you. Not Canadian, rather. I want to hear your top 5 MCs of all time.
This is crazy.
That's your camera.
That's my camera. DMX.
Ooh, is this in order?
Oh, no. This is no particular because I'll take
Understood.
Jay-Z, Nas, Pac, and
that fifth spot always gets tricky.
It's so true.
And there's so many.
DMX, Pac, Jay, Nas. Fifth.
Gotta choose that 5 spot.
Give me throw some names.
There's
Like
M,
50.
Andre.
I love 50. I would see.
I don't.
If Andre may be in my top 10.
Yeah.
Kanye.
Kanye might be my 5th.
Okay.
Kanye might be my
Luda,
5th.
T.I.
That's
Jada,
respectable.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Ooh, Fabulous might be up there actually.
Big L, Big Pun.
I'm a Pun fan.
And
I'm
then-
a Big L fan.
Yeah, we could go
I
older
wish
than
I had
that.
more
We could
time with
LL.
Big L.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
the truth. Yeah,
that's really
it's
what-
not enough body
Yeah.
of work. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
Same thing. I would argue that same thing with Andre 3000.
And there's not enough,
Yeah, you need
Solo.
some solo. Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So yeah, I might have to say Kanye. I think he's put in enough work and he
Absolutely.
has enough
That's
like
respectable.
enough bars that are like
And I think he fits your mold in terms of just artistry, just
That's-
willing to go out there and just daring just to try new shit.
that's
he's,
before Kanye went on this stink that he's on right now, like that was a guy who I really held as like
yeah,
as far as total package artistry.
just being a creative and
Creative,
just trying.
definitely.
There's another random question, or along the lines rather. Is Cameron in your top 25?
Who has a top 25? God damn.
There's
yeah.
top
Yeah.
25,
Yeah.
and there's top 50 for me.
You know what? What am I saying? Cameron's 100% in my top 25.
All right,
Just by the Dipset era alone.
Yeah.
and the solo albums too.
And and his solos. But just that like when I was in high school and Dipset was huge, it like bro, I'm saying we did the bandana on
Yep.
the pants, like
Pink too. Everything.
When it came to the fashion,
the
my
air-
God, they had the place
airbrush,
weak. Yeah,
They had the bandanas. I had my bandanas like Jewels.
yeah.
Yeah, those guys he held it down. So Cam definitely has to get he held it down. Like I heard Nelly saying it was like one of the hardest eras was G Unit, Dipset,
Yeah.
Rockefeller.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a great time, man.
Great
Yeah.
fucking time.
Yeah, he said between 2000 and 2008, 2010 was the hardest era to succeed in.
Yeah.
Competing against
Those
DMX,
guys.
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
50 Cent, Luda. Yeah.
Where's Ludacris in your list too? Is he in the top 25?
No.
All right.
I respect the artistry though from Luda 100%, but just there's songs I like from Luda 100%. This actually he has this one with UGK, Stick 'Em Up. That was like one of my favorite songs. But yeah, just no.
Do you have a Mount Rushmore when it comes to Canadian hip hop?
No. Being honest, I don't. I'm not. There's not too many guys that I can say that like. There's. Oh, sorry, no. I don't have a Mount Rushmore. I don't think, but I'll tell you, like one of the guys I really fuck with is Socrates.
You know,
I am a big Socrates.
Salute to
fan.
Socrates.
I
He's so
think
cool, isn't he?
He's so fucking cool. He's so good. He's a guy who I think should have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I don't know the logistics of everything, what happened with that, but I feel like he should have been a lot bigger than he was. He's Socrates. I fuck with Chaos.
Chaos is dope.
Chaos
we need
is
you,
dope.
Chaos. You
Yeah.
need to respond to our emails,
Chaos.
bro.
Yeah, I fuck with Chaos, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame that you. I mean, it sucks that you mentioned Socrates in him not fulfilling his full potential. You know, do you think it was money management?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it was money management. I don't know if it was other vices that got in the way. I don't know.
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is.
You
know what
can't
I mean?
tell, yeah.
I can't tell.
I know he's
But
even though he's
damn,
a cool
so
dude, he's a closed book at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it's not easy, like, making it from Canada. Like,
That part, like, it's
it could
not
just
like,
be
bro, you
something
have a
like that, just being born in the wrong place.
man.
Yeah.
But you know, he was on the Method Man, Redman album.
Yeah, but there's
But it's
only
in
so
a
much
time
you can do.
that was in a time where it was like I said, once again, it's like, yeah, this guy's from Toronto, Canada, but it's like, okay,
Yeah.
he's talented, it's dope, but like, who's taking the chance on it when they have a guy that, once again, like he's on Method Man and Red, that's based off of friendship connection, or maybe they have a mutual,
Yeah.
and you know, Method Man and Redman know he's dope, but then like,
Yeah.
You know, what execs are taking a chance on him to give him a bank, to give him an advance, to give him,
And you're going up against how many other artists in America, right? Because their population is so much bigger than ours. Yeah. So it's like, what's going to make me take a chance on this dude from Toronto? And we got this whole freaking gigantic pot of artists out here.
Here's why I push back. Socrates was showing me that they were giving out money back then.
They were giving out money, you said.
Yes, they were giving out money. They were giving out money back.
Yeah, you got some money, but what does that have to do with him?
Well, I mean, that's what you need. You need capital to get yourself to the next level.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
How
happened.
much capital? But when you say giving out money, how much money?
I'm
Because there's levels to the shit.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, enough to buy homes.
Yeah.
You know, to, pay for studio time and live comfortably. That's what you really need at the end of the day.
Something to take care of your living so that you could focus on the art.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. You need probably like on the high end 100 racks every year to especially in Toronto to live.
Oh, now that's gone up.
Yeah.
100 racks back then. 100. You could have made a career.
I know. Here
Now?
you need close to 200 now.
200 now.
Yeah.
Because you got marketing. You want to get on radio. That's like probably like $90K in itself.
Before we go, how do you feel about the Toronto radio scene right now? Like, is it?
It's non-existent, and what I mean by that is having one radio station is not.
It's crazy.
It's not it. What more? Like, hello, we need more.
But there's two going against each other. Not against each other, but actually same umbrella braid probably.
Which ones?
Flow.
I know the new Flow
and 10. What is it? 1005 or whatever. The one that ricochets.
105.5.
Yeah.
The Vibe.
Yes. They're owned by the same people.
They are.
Yeah. Mastermind's behind it, and Mastermind's also behind that. The other one.
Okay. Well, that's a good start. 2 is better than 1. But I mean, like, we need more, man.
Also, I find that a lot of the brothers don't sign up for what is it called? The Ontario when you like free
grants and stuff.
No, not that too, but also the royalties. So whenever your music is played, on
SoCan.
Yeah, a lot of the guys don't sign up to SoCan.
No,
like their paperwork is not up to date.
They don't, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, to not have the right people around you to show you how to do these things is another part of the lack of education that a lot of these young artists don't have. You know, there's nobody telling them all these things. SoCan, get your stuff on.
But the fortunate thing is we live in a time where a lot of the information is just at our fingertips.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of just.
So that's where it's like
you are in and just do the research.
Do the research.
Yeah.
Are you done with smoking ops?
Oh yeah.
Tired of hearing it. It's kind of scary, isn't it?
It's I seen somebody, I seen something where a man dug up.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just taking it, and then now when you add the op shit in a world full of like clout, where it's to do like, look how we're talking about the guy who dug up his op or did whatever. Like,
he's probably a rapper too.
That's what I'm saying. But like these guys are going to these extents to do these acts that are just like.
But that's the shit that gets the attention, right? Because we know about it.
Okay, so what? I'll be too scared to even go to your fucking show.
And then see,
people go though.
No, people go, but then this is what I'm saying. You're going with the risk of getting hit from a stray bullet. You don't even have to be the target.
Yeah,
like people are doing. I see guys now. I've seen some videos. These guys are shooting outside of houses, like just all these acts. I need you guys to understand. These are cowardly acts. Like I know this is the problem with the generation. There's nobody regulating what honorable is and what when back in the day dudes had a problem with somebody, you go up to that man face to face, look him dead in the eye. What's up?
Throw them fists.
Throw the hands. If it turns into something else, it's what's up. We're here. But like shooting in a house where there's kids and there's this like
don't rate it.
Don't rate it.
All right. So on that note,
what do you have going on before we go? Like what's new? What should we know?
Just working on some new music. Got new music coming. Got a whole bunch of new business ventures that I'm going to be putting out there soon. But ultimately, just getting back in the scene with a lot of this stuff.
I'm excited.
How
man.
long? Well, for me, you're an artist, and it's like forever kind of thing.
Yeah.
But how long were you gone from the scene? Would you say?
I haven't I released like a single here and there for the past few years, but like consistently, I haven't been putting out music for like the past 4 years since my brother died in 2018. I've kind of been derailed from it. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. But I'm back on my.
Let's go.
Back on my shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it, baby.
Hey yo, this is Black Mob.
I'm Glory.
Luu Breeze.
This is Steady Mobbin. We out here and we're out.
Send him some lotion, please.
My plug is gone.